The art building was always half empty at night. Most students had already gone back to their dorms, leaving the studios echoing with the smell of paint, turpentine, and a faint hum of fluorescent lights. That was when I liked being there most. Quiet, calm, a place I could lose myself in sketching without worrying about anyone looking over my shoulder. Except that night, someone else was there. He was standing at an easel near the big window, paintbrush in hand, headphones draped around his neck. I knew him vaguely. Ethan, I thought. He was in one of the mixed media classes, a junior, always carrying a sketchbook like it was part of his body. I froze at the door, debating if I should leave and come back later. But before I could, don't be so. I can't fit far from listening to this summer. Hey, he said, smiling like it wasn't weird I'd just walked in on him at midnight. You here to work too? I nodded. Yeah, don't worry, I won't bother you. He chuckled, setting down his brush. You're not bothering me. Kind of nice to know I'm not the only one who works at insane hours. I picked a corner table, set out my pencils, and tried to focus. But every time I glanced up, I caught him painting, broad strokes, bold colors, completely absorbed. There was something magnetic about it, about him. Minutes turned into an hour. At some point, he walked over, curious. What are you working on? I hesitated. No one usually asked. I flipped my sketchbook around, showing him the half-finished charcoal drawing of the campus clock tower. Wow, he said, leaning closer. You've got a really good eye for detail. My ears burned. Thanks. Yours is a lot more alive than mine. He grinned. Want a tip? Loosen your wrist. Don't strangle the pencil. Let it breathe. He reached out, gently guiding my hand. My chest tightened at the contact. His touch was light, but it felt like electricity sparking across my skin. I pulled back too quickly, muttering something about trying again. He didn't comment, just smiled knowingly and went back to his canvas. It became a routine. Every few nights, we both accidentally end up in the studio after hours. Sometimes we worked in silence. Sometimes we talked about music, professors, the stress of finals. He teased me for always sketching in black and white. I teased him for always leaving paint smudges on his face. One night, as a storm rattled outside, the power flickered and the lights went out. The studio was suddenly just shadows and the sound of rain hammering the windows. Well, he said, voice low, guess we're stuck here. I laughed nervously. Could be worse. We sat side by side on the paint-splattered floor, sharing his phone flashlight. The glow lit up his face, his eyes softer than I'd ever seen them. Can I ask you something? He said quietly. Sure. Why do you always look like you're holding something back? My stomach knotted. I wanted to deflect, joke, anything. But the way he looked at me, it was like he already knew. I swallowed hard. Because I am. Because if I don't hold it back, I might mess this up. Silence stretched. My heart pounded. I could hear the storm outside, but all I felt was his gaze. Then he shifted closer. His knee brushed mine. You're not going to mess anything up, he whispered. And before I could lose my nerve, I leaned in. The kiss was tentative at first, gentle, questioning. But when he pressed back, certain and warm, the world outside the studio disappeared. Just the rain, the dark, and him. After that night, we didn't need excuses to be in the studio. It became our place, not just where we created, but where we could breathe, where we didn't have to hide. I'd walk in with my pencils, he'd already have paint under his fingernails, and we'd smile like we'd been waiting all day just to see each other again. The art we made changed too. My sketches grew bolder, freer. His paintings softened, more intimate. We didn't say it outright, but it was obvious. We'd started inspiring each other. And every time I look back at the sketchbook from that semester, there's one page I'll never forget. Messy, unfinished, done in the corner of a stormy night, a quick portrait of him, smiling. My first drawing of the person who'd become so much more than just another student in the studio.